What's going on, everyone? ODC, that's me here, and today's review, we're going to take a look at the G.I. Joe Rise of Cobra Gunship. This was a figure set that I was waiting actually quite a while for, well over a week, for this to be shipped to me. I don't know what the hell took so long, but it's finally here nonetheless. I digress. I guess it's better than the old days when I was a kid and you'd wait like almost 3 months for a figure to show up in the mail. Remember those days? Remember the 80s when you'd mail away for a figure, or you know, it would take 3 months to get to you. But I digress. Nonetheless, this figure set includes the Cobra Gunship and Firefly. He actually looks kind of like a pilot. He's got a pilot helmet on, or mask, or whatever you want to call it. Switching around to the side, there's a nice little depiction of that. Just to note, let me get that out of the way. There is, I got the black helmet version. There is a red helmet version of this, so there is a variant of this gunship. And I'm pretty sure that's the only variant, as far as I'm concerned with this set. Or at least that I know of, I should say. Switching around to the back, you can see the red helmet right there. That's the variation. And then it shows you the Cobra Gunship, and it's got firing missiles and load and drop bombs. Shows you how to drop the bombs and blah, 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 blah. This, that, and the other thing. Does it have any? Yes, it does. On the bottom, it actually has a nice little read-up of Firefly. And by now, we all know Firefly's read-up. For those of you die-hard Joe collectors. But nonetheless, I digress. I showed it anyway. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get the Cobra Gunship out of packaging, and we'll take a look at it. We'll be right back. Okay, and we're back with the Cobra Gunship out of packaging, and I just wanted to go over this really quick. I usually do this with most of my vehicle builds. We're just going to go over quick what you should have in the packaging. This way, no one's missing anything. You should have 3 drop bombs. You should have 2 loading missiles. You should have the blueprints, obviously. Some sort of, looks like that same little poster. Looks like the acceleration suit. And then you have a nice little read-up of the pit, and I really want that APV steel crusher. Really cool. I actually did recently pick up the pit, so that's a big plus. But there you go with that. And then you have the stickers here. You have Firefly, and you have the tail end of this. And pretty much what you want to do is you just want to take this end and you want to plug it into that end, and that's it. That's pretty much it. Just make sure that you have the right end up. I'm assuming that this is the right end up. Actually, you want to have it like this. So, there we go. And it should just plug right in there. Something to note that I've seen with other people, and other people have noted this problem, but I want to make this official. Some people have had problems with this part staying plugged in. There was a defect problem. I actually looked it up. There was a defect problem with some of these gunships where the tabs were kind of molded inward. So when you would push this in, it would stay, but as soon as you would tap it, it would fall back off. Thank God, I'm very happy that I don't have that issue, but it's something to note. That's the whole point of this review, is to note these things. Just taking a look at the vehicle, you can twist this front cannon around, or laser blaster, whatever you want to call it, to load the missiles and drop bombs. It's very simple, very self-explanatory. This gunship. There's a little. Actually, I'll do the missiles first. You just want to just kind of plug them in right there, like so, until you hear a click. Like so. And then to load the drop bombs, you just kind of want to pour them in the top here. Like so. You want to make sure that's shut. So now they're loaded up. Now to fire the missiles, pretty much what you want to do is, oops, I just hit something with the landing gear. There we go. What you want to do is you just kind of want to... Actually, where is the tab? There it is. They're just on the bottom here. And there's one on each side. Pretty self-explanatory. And you just press those and they fire. Whoa, holy shit. Thing flew. But there it is. And they just load back up. And for the drop bombs, if you want to do the drop bombs, I'm pretty sure that there's a tab right up here, and you push this down and it lets the drop bombs out like so. So it's simple. It's a simple design, but I think it works. And this little ship is bigger than it looks. There's the landing gear, and you just kind of pull it down by this tab. They kind of look like little skis, to be honest with you. And it does sit very low to the ground, which I wish it would sit a little bit higher so it gave the vehicle a little bit more height. But it's not the worst thing in the world. It also does have these open tabs so you can check out the engine compartment if you want. And they just close shut like so. Switching around to this one, there's same thing. It's just the same mold pretty much. I'm going to pause this really quick and I'm going to get all the stickers applied, and then we'll take a closer look at the gunship. Okay, and we're back with the Cobra Gunship all completed, 100%, and I gotta say the stickers do look a lot better. I feel like it's a little bit of overkill around this area. I might take some of these off, like the engine opens here. Like, this is just stuff I don't need on the thing, but I guess I was trying to be a completist and have all the... It's a little bit of an overkill. I would say that you probably don't need half of these. Some of them are pretty cool, like these up top here. Obviously the Cobra symbols, even on the wings here too, and in the front look good. But some of these... I mean, look how many stickers are right there. That just looks kind of like a connect the dots situation. So, I don't know. It still looks good, though. I'm happy with it. This gun also does rotate. I'm not sure if I brought that up. I probably did, but it does rotate. I would be careful, you know what I mean? If you're going to set this somewhere up high, I might actually turn this gun around just in case this thing takes a dive. It won't snap this piece off because this is not a very pliable plastic here. It could break off. So just pointing it out. But the cockpit does open, and it does show seating arrangements for one. And why don't we just take Firefly in here and seat him. And you kind of have to push him down a little bit just due to the clearance being a little bit tight, but even with his vest on and everything, he'll fit in there. It will fit 25th anniversary figures as well. Pretty much anything from the 25th anniversary and up, and probably even your older figures too. It is pushing a little bit down on the head. I'm really trying to get him, maybe if I bend his knees. That could be a little bit better there. There we go. And then now you have him hunkered down there, and I think he looks a lot better. So that's good. So that looks good, like that. You could also take this mask off of Firefly as well if you want. Just take it off, there we go. And then it reveals Firefly. I actually might take this vest and this helmet off and give it to a different character, to be honest with you. I might just go with a regular Air Viper, to be honest with you, instead of Firefly. But the helmet looks good on, and it does have a little hookup right there, and then he does have these strings that I don't know where they hook up to. Is there a spot in here maybe they hook up to? Oh, there is. There's two little tab holes right there, and I guess they plug right in there. That's pretty cool. See, now that's how you design something. You design the vest. That is pretty cool. Let me just see if I can plug it in for you guys. There we go. There's one plugged in. So that's really cool. I actually really dig that. It's something simple, but it works because they actually took the time to think about putting those little tab holes in there to hook up the breathing apparatus. So that's pretty awesome. I really dig that, actually. This thing just got points for doing that, for being able to do that, I should say. Flipping around to the side here, you do have a little tab here. This door does open on the side, and you could probably fit about around 2 figures in there. There's no peg holes or anything, so you can't really hunker down anyone so they stay in there too well. I'm going to attempt to put this Dark Ninja in there. I might actually have to take his back portion off. It is a tight squeeze, but you can fit 2 figures in there, I promise you. As you can see there, his head. There's actually a little bit more clearance because the top of the top of this is all hollowed out. So you can fit 2 figures in there, 3 total, which isn't that bad. I mean, yes, this vehicle is a little bit out of scale for what we've seen on screen from Rise of Cobra, but I still like it. I think it works. It looks good. It has working missiles. It has drop bombs. That's pretty cool. I'm glad to and fortunate enough to not have that weird issue with the tail section just popping off randomly. You can also bring these missile wings out, and you can also hunker them in a little bit. So a little bit in and out movement there. That's pretty cool. But yeah, I mean, overall, I like it. I think it's a solid Cobra vehicle, and we really don't get that many Cobra vehicles nowadays. So this might be one you might want to put on your list. And I picked this up for, what, 20 bucks? I think it was 22 after shipping. So that's not bad at all. I'm pretty happy with it. I think it looks really good. And even though it's from the movie and it's not your vintage vehicle, I think it can definitely work within the Joe universe, or even, you know, use your imagination, your own Joe universe. So yeah, I pretty much like this thing. I would definitely give it 2 thumbs up, and I would recommend getting the Cobra Gunship. Like I said, I'm going to probably swap this Firefly figure out with someone else, and maybe give him the vest and the mask, the pilot helmet. But I mean, he's your typical 25th anniversary articulation. I believe this can pop off. I want to say yep, there's tabs right there, so no issue there if you want to take this off of Firefly as well. No, I'm not going to do it right now, but whatever. But you get my point. You could take it off. He doesn't come with any accessories, though, except for the mask and the vest, and that's pretty much it. I mean, he's got your 25th anniversary articulation, so I'm not really going to even bother going through that. We all know it by this point. But the Cobra Gunship, yeah, definitely gets worth. It's worth the 20 bucks. I'll tell you that. It's definitely worth the 20 bucks. It doesn't have the mass of other vehicles, and I'll just bring in one vehicle just so you guys have a size comparison here. Okay, and really quick, I just wanted to do this size comparison. There's the Conquest X30 next to the Cobra Gunship, and as you can see, the Conquest X30 dwarfs the Gunship. But still, for fitting 3 characters inside of that thing, and this only fits 1, that's not bad at all. I actually have to give it to the Cobra Gunship. It's a pretty solid, it's a really solid vehicle. Okay, and that pretty much wraps up my review of the Cobra Gunship. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Kind of have Firefly over here just kind of hanging out, you know, just chilling. And yeah, like I said, I would definitely recommend this, especially if you're running short on Cobra air vehicles. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Thank you for watching as always, and I will see you guys on the flip side.